So hello guys, welcome to my this video of reactive form tutorial. So guys, in the previous two tutorials I had shown you how you can validate simple field, that is username, and how you can validate password, confirm password, match validation. So first of all I will show you the preview. So here you can see if I click submit button, so it's showing the error, and if I fill any value in username, so error is removed. But if I fill password one, so you can see it's showing at least 6. So if I press 6 letter or character, so error is removed, but confirm password is required. So if I click 1, so here you can see now it's showing confirm password did not match. Now if I match same password and confirm password, so error is removed. So in the previous days tutorials I had shown you that if you didn't watch my previous two tutorials, so you have to go to my playlist and there you will find reactive form. So I already made a separate playlist about this because this is very important. You can watch this tutorial, and in this tutorial just I will show you how you can validate dynamic form. That is guys, suppose here is the checkbox, and when I will click the checkbox, so then one field will be required, otherwise if I uncheck, so that field will not be required. So that's I'm calling dynamic. So now first of all here guys, I will show you in the home component.html file, this input is the use for username, this is for password, and this is for confirm password. So after this username, first of all here I will click create a checkbox. So input type is checkbox, okay, and now here just I will write that is name is check, and form control name, so form control name, that is check also, because I already told in my previous this tutorial that is name and form control name should be same. That's okay. So if I save, so here you can see a checkbox is added, you can see that. And now here I will create a field. So I will not type manually, just I will copy this username field and here I will paste. So here this is username, this is input type text, class is input, placeholder I will write here comment, and this name and form control name I will write comment, okay. And here is the error message. So error submitted is the variable that also I had shown in my previous tutorial, and just I will copy this name and same name I will write inside this error message. So here and here instead of username, just I will check it comment. So this is for error message, okay. And now here I will write comment is required. So save. Here you can see it's added a one field, okay. And now guys, first of all this checkbox here I don't need to validation, because when I will click a checkbox, that time it will be comment, it will be this field will be required, and if I uncheck, so comment field will not be required. So check field is not validation, is mandatory, okay. So guys, here I will copy this form control name check and I will go to ts file, and here is the I have created a reactive forms group. So now first of all I will copy this one and paste, and again I will copy here, because so instead of username just I will paste check, and this one I will write none, okay. And guys here, okay, another thing that is, again I will copy this one and paste, and here you can see comment, form control name is, and name is comment, here you can see. So Instead of this, I will write. So now guys, here I have written form control is null. So because guys, first of all, I have to be write this comment field null validator, because when I will click this checkbox, so that time this one will be required field. Otherwise, if I did not click this checkbox, so I don't need to validate this comment. I mean, this field is not required. So first time I will write here null, and now I will validate this comment input field conditionally. Conditionally means when I will click this checkbox. So here you can do that. I can write change method, and here I can write method name is ch, but you can write any name of this method. Dollar dollar event dot target. Okay, paste, save, and now I will copy this ch method name and just on submit method. So if you had watched my previous tutorial, so you know what is on submit method. Okay, so and now I will paste this method. And guys, I want to show one thing, that is I have passed here parameter event dot target. So for denoting this parameter, I can write here e. Okay, and here I have to be set the type, that is any. And now here if I write console.log e, so let's see what I can see here. So I will open the console, or you can say developer tools. So I will increase the console size. If I click this checkbox, so here you can see it's showing all the property of our input field. So from here, if I print checked, so now save. Okay, and now if I click this checkbox, so you can see it's showing true, because I have written checked, so it's showing the checked value, so it's true. When unchecked, false. Again true, you can see false. So I think you can understand now what I want to do. So okay, and now guys, here I will write if e dot checked, that means when our checkbox will be checked, so that time comment field will be required. So here, and another is else part. So when it's unchecked, so I will write another. So first of all, here when it's checked, so what will I write here? So I have created a form group, that is this dot reactive form. Reactive form means this form. In the previous tutorial everything I explained. So reactive form, and now our conditionally validation is will be comment field. So here I can write this dot reactive form dot controls of which field? Comment, I mean this comment field. So comment. Okay, dot set validators is validators dot required. That means when our checkbox will be checked true, so it will be required. And now here I will write again this dot reactive form dot controls comment. Comment means this field dot update value and validity. So here you can see update value and validity. So first of all, what I have done, that is, first of all I have required this field, and after that I have update this one. Okay, same way when it is unchecked, so that means it's the else part. So here I will copy this one, the same line, paste here, but here I will write it's a null only, because when it's not checked, so that time it will be null. Okay, so it's done, save, and now here, so if I write, so here you can see username required, password requires, confirm password required, but comment is not showing required because I did not check this check field. But if I checked, so now you can see comment is also required, but if I unchecked again, so you can see comment is required, error message is gone. So hope guys you can understand what is called dynamically validation, or you can say it conditionally validation. So guys, this video is helpful to you, and if you want to get more this type of tech related videos, so you can subscribe my channel and press the notification bell icon to get more update.